All right, this is another part of building 250cc Power Wheels. So we hung the engine up on this beam here, so it's sitting there, and we got the front end sitting so we can build the bottom part and like build it from the bottom. We don't have to deal with that. We got the shock mounts all able to get to and all that fun stuff. Then we took the frame and I cut off the bottom. I cut off that, which we're gonna put up there for the front mount, but that's later. So I cut off the bottom, and in here is where it is. So this is the bottom piece. I cut that front off, like I said, and then we got this that I cut off, the skid plate or the whatever you want to call it, off the bottom here. I ground that off nice, and then that's gonna weld onto the front here, or like somewhere here. These two engines are in the, or mounts are in the back, so this will bolt up, and then these are where the swing arm goes. So we're gonna have to move these below somewhere on the frame, because otherwise it'll be, the thing will be squatted because this is higher than the front suspension. So that's where I'm at right now. So I just got all that cut out and all grounded off. So that's where I'm at. This is another part of building 250cc Power Wheels. We got this all welded up, as you can see. First, we cut all the excess off. This is the bottom. We cut the skid plate off, the side pegs off over here, kept these triangles to make it stronger. We cut the top off, and cut the front off, and everything off. So we did a lot of cutting. Ground out the front, welded it right on here. Real nice. Well, not that nice, but it's welded really strong. Shouldn't be going anywhere without the front end. So this is where the engine's gonna sit, right here. Goes in these two mounts, sits right in there perfectly. Measured it all. Goes up right in front of this, so there's room. And that's all done. So come out. All right, so now I'm gonna make tubes that come out from here on an angle, and then bend it and then come up right here. So we can put this part right here down there, and then we'll have it supported back here too. So we'll have the frame all the way back. And over here, I have it all planned out, bathed out. So it'll be on an angle here, and it'll be 18 inches, and it goes 8 inches up, and two of them, one for each side. And it should be around a 27-inch long pipe, I'm guessing. Hopefully that's enough. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and that's where I'm at. Alright, this is another part of building 250cc Power Wheels. I got the pipe bender out so I can make those two bottom frames to go to the back of the frame. And we gotta fix this up. I cleaned this all out, and I'm gonna do it over here because my pipe's out here. So I'm gonna do it all right here. I'm gonna do it right here. And we got my time set up, so got it all set up. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Alright, I got my thing all set up. I made my mark, and so this is what's going to be going up, and this will be coming back. And I didn't cut it yet because instead of guessing, I'm just going to bend it and then cut it so I have the right length. So I got my mark here at the end of the die. Then we'll pump it up. I just have it propped up on there. Bend it up. That will go down. That will go down. So I'm going to bend that real quick. All right, I got my first bent tube here. Almost 90 degrees, but just a little less, which is perfect. Measure. Well, now I have to measure 18 inches over. Cut it there and notch it and put it on there and weld it up and make a second one of these. So all right, so we got this in here, just roughly sitting here, just shoved it in there. So this will move over like under here. We'll notch it right here, weld it there, weld it here, and then we'll have this side done. And we gotta make one more side, so I'm gonna do that after I make another side and then notch them and glue them together. And then we have the bottom section done, so this is supported. And I cut it with that, so. All right, we got both of them cut, notched, and bent here on both sides, so that's what it's gonna look like. And then after I weld these up, I'm gonna make another tube that goes back here, and we're gonna move these down. So that's where I'm at. So I'm done now with this frame. I welded it all up, it's all good. I put the tires back on to make sure they're clear. And they do by quite a bit. And if it does travel, it should clear. So that's where I'm at right now on the 250cc Power Wheels build. All right, so this is what it's gonna look like. We got this all laid out, and this is roughly where it's gonna be sitting. You can finally see what's gonna be happening. You'll be sitting right above that shock. That shock will mount right there. You'll have a seat. Engine will go right there. Your feet will go around on this side. It'll all look good. With the body on, obviously the body is not sitting at all where it's gonna be, and the steering shaft's not gonna be there. But the engine's gonna come through that hole, and that will be up level, and this will be like right, the bottom of it will be right there, and we'll have that up, so that won't even be close to where it ever sit. But looking at it, it looks really good with that frame there, and with these giant tires. It's like a monster Jeep. It looks so good. So that's what it's gonna look like eventually. So that's where I'm at. All right, we're back again, and we got these things marked out. This is for the right side, this is for the left side. And we're gonna drill out these holes right here, and that's where the swing arm on the back is gonna go. We're gonna cut off these two pieces right here, and then this is where the frame is on both sides. So this is gonna be on the outside right here on this line. This is gonna be on the inside, all this. We're gonna weld on this line and on this line onto the frame. It's gonna be behind and then come up, and we're gonna weld like right there and then under it. And same thing on this side. And then we move the Power Wheels into here. So we have engine still right here. We got the frame under here again. We got it all set up right here, how it was over there. So that's gonna be that swing arm mount is gonna be right inside of there. Then the shock will be mounted right behind the engine mount. So now everything is back in this room. Getting crowded. So that's where I'm at.